Aired since 2009, Shark Tank is one of the most popular reality shows, where aspiring entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas in front of judges to beg for investment. Over the years, we've seen some of the most interesting ideas, but the show has had a fair share of worst pitches. As Shark Tank moves to its 9th season, let's recall top 10 worst Shark Tank pitches of all time. Let's get started. Number 10. Best Hammer and Nails. After finding success on television and in Hollywood, writing the screenplays for the hit movies Brown Sugar and Like Mike, Michael Elliott decided to try something different after having a bad experience getting a manicure at a traditional female-focused salon. Elliott saw an opportunity for a nail salon and grooming shop that catered more towards men, and thus the first hammer and nail salon opened in Los Angeles in 2013. Elliott came to Shark Tank looking to make hammer and nails into a nationwide chain, despite being initially perceptive to the idea. The Sharks soon soared on hammer and nails, seeing that Elliott didn't have a clear business plan in place yet. He clearly does now, and he has since franchised 8 more locations with another 7 on the way. Number 9. Best, the Lip Bar. Of all the companies on this list, the one that you are most likely to be familiar with has got to be the Lip Bar, as their products can now be found in Target stores across the country and have been evangelized by actress Taraji P. Henson. How could the Sharks have missed the Lip Bar's potential? Basically, they all agreed that the lipstick business was too competitive, and that would be impossible for an upstart to make a dent at this point. The Sharks were really hard on the women pitching on the company, which both Kevin and Damon in particular telling them in so many words that the company is a waste of time and should be abandoned entirely. Clearly, the Sharks don't always know what they are talking about. Number 8. Ionic Ear Season 1. This crazy pitch in the pilot episode of Shark Tank thought of surgically implanting a Bluetooth device in the user's ear canal. Insane still, to charge the device, you'll need to plug in a Q-tip size cylindrical charger every night. Darren Johnson, the man behind this idea called Ionic Ear, asked for $1 million investment for a 15% stake. While the idea didn't impress any of the Sharks, some of them still feel that the pitch tops the list of worst pitches they've ever witnessed. Number 7. Squirrel Boss Season 4. What would you do to keep those annoying squirrels away from your bird feeder? Well, just give them a harmless static shock. This weird idea was a brainchild of Michael DeSanti, who dubbed this product Squirrel Boss as the first squirrel-proof bird feeder. DeSanti asked for an investment worth $1.3 million for a 40% stake. Luckily, Sharks didn't like the idea of torturing the animals after feeling the shock themselves and passed the idea for being too cruel. Number 6. The Sullivan Generator Season 3. Mark Sullivan proposed a vague idea that could possibly change the world, introducing himself to the Sharks as an inventor of more than 1,000 inventions. Sullivan came up with the amateur drawings to make the jury understand how his generator can produce electricity and gold as a byproduct, simply by harnessing the spin of the earth. He said that 200 of these generators can generate an income of $96 billion from gold. In exchange for this meaningless idea, Sullivan asked for $1 million worth of investment from the Sharks for a 10% stake. Number 5. Cougar Energy Season 3. Ryan Custer proposed a rather interesting product to Sharks over the others in the list, but couldn't quite convince them. Custer's energy drink was tailored for middle-aged women looking to date younger men. Looking for an investment worth $1.5 million for a 30% stake in his company, Cougar Energy. Despite poor sales over 3 years and a bad taste, Custer had to move out of the tank empty-handed. Number 4. THROX Season 1. The list cannot be complete without Edwin Heaven's THROX, a concept of selling socks in 3 so that if you lose one, you still have a pair. Edwin asked for an investment of $50,000 in exchange for 25% equity. But apart from the concept, there was nothing extraordinary about the socks, and sharks didn't find the idea worth any business opportunity. Number 3. NOPHONE Season 7. Van Gold and Chris Sheldon came up with NOPHONE, a gag gift to satirize people obsessed with their smartphones. Surprisingly, Van and Chris managed to raise $18,000 from a Kickstarter campaign before pitching their idea on the show. The Sharks, however, didn't like the dumb idea and found it useless to invest $25,000 in exchange for 25% of equity. Mark Cuban, at the end of the pitch, said, "There's only one thing I hate more than people staring at their phones, and that's dumb patents." Number 2. Man Candle Season 2. Johnson Bailey wanted to keep his house smelling like a man, and this is how the original Man Candle was born. With aromas including beer, golf course, football, and even farts, Johnson requested $50,000 for a 25% stake, but the Sharks felt the idea was too gimmicky and had no potential to attract customers. Number 1. Wake and Bacon Season 2. Mary Sallin's Wake and Bacon is an alarm clock that starts cooking bacon at the time it is to set you to wake up. Seeking an investment of $40,000 for 20% equity in his company, Sallin didn't realize that the device is a potential fire hazard. Besides, you are required to leave raw and unrefrigerated meat all night and could eventually not interest the bacon fans once their room is filled with the permanent aroma of grease. O'Leary couldn't resist from saying, "I'm going to put that in my museum of really bad ideas that kill people." This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I am sure that you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.